Hello everyone and welcome to Not Our Podcast, where my chaotic friends and I share our thoughts and experiences about uni life, interesting situations we faced, and more. I'm your host Adhika, and today we are going to talk about my friend Stella. She's from the USA and, well, you'll find out more about her.
Bakso goreng! Wait, where's Natasha?
Okay, alright, it's working now. Yeah, alright,
hello!
I'll say the food.
Natasha, we're already recording.
We screwed the food.
Wait, I didn't hear anything. Your voices were gone for like a few seconds there.
Oh.
Natasha, we are already recording.
Yeah, we are already recording.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working now anyway, so.
Okay.
Alright, welcome.
Yay!
Yeah, alright.
Oh wait, that's too fast.
Yes, we'll have a guest again tonight.
Yay!
Yay!
Welcome
There
one
you
and
go,
all
there you
to
go.
welcome one and all to our miserable show.
And
Welcome.
yes, these kids have been screaming.
A lot of slurs.
More literally than you expect.
It's
Much more
our way of
literally than you've
coping.
been expecting, man.
Well, we're young, dumb.
And our listeners
Yeah.
know, this is our third time doing this. Our guest today is Stella. She's from America.
Woo!
And
Ooh, US.
The big US of A.
Which America?
United
Oh,
States
USA.
of America. And let's have her in now.
She's from the big Apple.
Come in. Woo!
Let's wait for her to come in now.
And we wait.
Anytime now. Anytime.
One
Anytime.
hour
I am
later.
holding my breath.
Anytime now.
Two
yeah.
hours later.
Just a bit more. Just a bit more.
One, and now. Okay, never mind.
Believe.
Oh shit! That's on cue. Hi, welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to chaos.
Thank you.
Welcome to being nervous as fuck.
Yes, we can hear that, Glenn.
Yes, we can hear in your voice, Glenn. Don't worry about it.
Just so you know, Stella, when I moved to this voice channel from yours, all I heard was screaming.
Oh my gosh.
It's our way of coping with nervousness, you know?
This is what happens when 5 introverts meet a stranger.
Actually, 6.
Yes.
6?
Well, I didn't scream, but okay.
Okay.
5.
Sure.
I believe Rafi has something to say.
What?
I believe you have
have
something to say.
don't you?
What did I?
We need your
What?
cold open. Come on.
Oh,
Yes,
God damn it!
Oh, you need to do it.
Come on.
Do it. I dare you. I dare
No.
you.
You know, you can just skip it, you know?
Give him
No,
the stage like we did.
We did
with
this
Glenn.
once. We're gonna do it again.
Yeah. Interstellar.
Yep, that's the punchline.
Fuck you guys. Oh God.
That was good.
Thanks.
We are very sorry.
We're sorry, by the way.
Stella,
sorry.
it's alright, you don't have to lie.
No, I'm not lying. That was cute.
You're too nice to them.
Yeah, you're being too nice. Just bash us with honesty, you know.
Yeah.
So Rafi likes getting roughed at.
No.
What?
No, not like that. Not like that. Okay. All right, JS.
My secondhand embarrassment is getting higher and higher.
This is not how I expect this night would go.
Don't worry. Just think that you don't associate with
So
any
we've
of these
expected
people.
your associate. We've exceeded your expectations, huh, Adhika?
What's the opposite of exceeding? Like when you go underground even lower than the expectation?
It's basically you don't expect much, but then like it went even lower than what you actually
we
don't
exceeded the bottom limit of your expectations.
Oh yes.
We're in the fucking basement.
No, you went through hell, man.
Yeah, we're bringing out the fucking shovels. We're shoveling down.
Thank you for welcoming my friend Stella very warmly.
Okay,
Guys,
welcome.
Welcome.
Do mind the chaos.
Oh my God,
it
we're
can
so
get
bad.
really crazy here.
I'm so bad at this.
So, Stella, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So, hi everyone. My name is Stella, and
Hi,
I'm from
Stella.
New York. I'm 21, and I'm currently studying nursing.
Nursing.
Ooh, nice.
Ben, you have a friend.
Ben is in medicine.
So,
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Nursing is different, right?
yeah, he's in medicine.
Yeah.
They're basically neighbors then. Medicine,
Neighbors.
nursing.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, just because I want to be a pediatric nurse. That's kind of like my dream job.
Very
It
nice.
sounds really interesting.
Her cause is much more noble than Ben's, believe me.
Oh my God.
You're gonna call him out this early? Wow.
I'm gonna. If you don't call it out, I'm admitting it. Okay. Yeah.
Are you just in it for the money?
That will be
Even worse.
that will be the easy answer.
It's even worse.
It's even worse than that,
It's
actually.
even worse.
It's worse.
Come
Oh, no.
to our episodes of our podcast. We need more viewers.
We'll enlighten you later
You'll-
after the recording.
Yeah. You'll
Okay, I look
slowly-
forward to it.
Continue.
Yeah, so I was actually diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was around 8 years old. And that's kind of like what geared me towards wanting to be a pediatric nurse, is because I kind of want to give back to the nurses that saved my life. So if I could help save a child's life, that would be like the best thing ever, basically.
I'm just gonna interject.
God damn.
That is much more noble and wholesome compared
Yeah.
to everyone here.
That's a very noble
Oh
cause.
god,
You are
that
probably
is-
the noblest of everyone.
yeah,
here.
you're now the noblest. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Well, her and Ben, both in, one medicine, one nursing. But the goal is like heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a difference between night and day. It's like a difference of heaven and hell.
Don't do ban like that. Maybe he has a noble cause too.
Are you sure about that? I don't see it, but
The noble collateral. I would by doing my unnoble cause, I cause noble collateral. The noble is unintended side effect. It's just an unintended side effect. It's like
I don't think
pill.
I don't think we should leave
delve
Stella.
into that right now.
No, I was gonna say.
Sorry.
No, I
Sorry,
was gonna say I don't think we should leave Stella hanging.
Oh yeah.
Point
Okay,
is,
Adhika,
he wants.
chaperone. Sorry.
He wants to make cat girls. That's it. Basically, that's the short
Fox
version.
girls. Fox girls. Fox girls. Fox
Okay,
girls.
fox girls.
Oh my God.
So that's one of our friends here, as you know. Yeah.
And how are you coping with your diabetes right now?
How am I coping with it?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely gotten better over the years. Like when I was first diagnosed, I had to have like 12 shots a day.
Whoa.
Wow,
really?
sometimes-
That is. Yeah.
Whoa.
Even more than that. But now they have what's called insulin pumps. And
Oh.
basically what those are is it kind of looks like a cell phone, honestly, and you put a vial of insulin in there, and there's like a tube, and sorry if this is like graphic, but there's like a little needle, and you change that every 3 days. And it's a lot easier because I can just like press buttons on the pump based on like how much I eat versus like giving myself a shot. So
Oh, that's great. Because like I used to take care of my late grandma who had diabetes. I had to, I just give injections every day. Because like,
Mm-hmm.
so knowing that there are those insulin pumps really helps.
Yeah, definitely. And I can also like check my blood sugar on my phone, which is super convenient.
That's very convenient.
That is
yeah.
fancy.
That's
Yeah.
actually fancy. I've never heard of that. Like, is it part of the insulin pump? It's part of the insulin pump, the blood sugar there?
It can be, but I use 2 different companies and it works just fine. So
Yeah. Anything else you wanna say, Stella?
I don't know. I guess I could just clarify that there's like 2 different types of diabetes. And I have type 1, which is like a genetic version. And then type 2 is more like from like lifestyle.
Oh, okay. And you have the genetic version.
Yeah, and currently there's unfortunately no cure, but hopefully sometime in my lifetime, I'm hoping that there will be.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Ben,
yeah.
you can have a
We
more
hope for the
noble
best.
cause here.
No, I mean like
Oh my God.
I told you in the cause for that for my unknoble cause, I'm going to have to fulfill noble collateral. I'm going to help as many people as possible to achieve what I want. Okay,
Hopefully. Yeah, alright.
I mean it's necessary, right? I need to get past the ethics councils.
So how's life been since the pandemic? Because like we heard that it's pretty bad there. It's also pretty bad here. but, like,
Yes. It's definitely been pretty chaotic here with the pandemic. It's gotten like slightly better, but definitely like at the start it was just horrendous.
Are you still like in quarantine or anything?
So we're not in quarantine per se, but there's definitely a lot of restrictions, like restaurants. They can still only be at like 50% capacity. Certain like waiting rooms, you have to wait in your car and then they'll like call you in for you to go, like for doctors or whatever. Masks everywhere. You still have to have your mask.
Of course.
And basically, like, if you are sick or if you do have COVID, you do have to quarantine in your house for 2 weeks.
Do they check in on you if you're sick, or like you just do it yourself?
I mean, I'm sure your doctor might check in on you, but, like, you know, other than that, not really.
Oh, really? Okay. But it has gone better.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gotten better, at least where I am. We were in, I think it's called the yellow zone for a while, which basically means that like there's been a lot of COVID cases, but it's definitely gotten down, which is good, especially because like no one here wears a mask. They are so bad with the rules.
Yeah, that's what I heard
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So it's like here
people there,
then.
they don't want to wear masks.
It's so stupid.
Do they like have charges or how do I say it, like consequences for not wearing masks? Like you get fined
Fines?
or something?
Honestly, I feel like if that was the case, more people would wear masks, but no, it's,
No?
you know, some stores will tell you that you can't enter without a mask, but that's about it.
So it's actually like more or less like here also.
Yeah, it's also
honestly.
more or less. Yeah,
Just
the
being
ruling here is
honest.
also pretty lax.
Yeah. I mean, there are fines now though, right? But specifically for travel though.
Yeah, but only
If
for
you-
travel.
Yeah.
But yeah, only
For travel, not like in general transit. But like the businesses do get fined if they are filled with people not wearing masks. So the businesses are given incentive by the government to turn away people not wearing masks. Okay, I'm thinking of this context. Like my dad's owns a restaurant here, so that's why I know that. So like by the restaurant, is it the same like there? Like are business owners fine if they are, especially restaurateurs, if they have like too many patrons and if their patrons aren't wearing masks?
Yeah, so restaurants can actually get closed down if they don't follow the COVID rules, yeah.
Okay.
So how about like your studies? Are you done with them, or like are you still like doing an apprenticeship or something?
Yeah, so actually, before I did nursing, I actually did marketing. because my parents wanted me to go into business. So I
Okay.
do have an associate's degree in marketing, and then I basically begged them to let me do nursing because business just wasn't for me.
Oh, so you left?
Well, because it was just like kind of boring. I was
get
like
you.
the only girl in all of my classes, so it's definitely male dominated.
Mm.
So, but yeah, now I'm doing nursing, and this is my first year, so I think I have like a year and a half left, and this is my last week, so I'm done Friday,
Okay.
and
Well, that's
then
great.
I'm taking summer classes, unfortunately, but you know,
Aw.
you gotta
that's
do what
great.
you gotta do sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. True. Oh, that's great. I mean, good luck on
Yeah,
your
thank you so
studies,
much.
definitely, yeah. Because like, yeah, it's sort of like your dream. Like you had to leave something that like your parents like
Dream.
Had to go against your
mandated
parents.
you to do, you know, like so like
Yeah, had to go against your
He is
parents. That must
struggling
not
to
be
find
easy.
you gotta
words.
confront. Yes, I am struggling. God, I'm so awkward. Okay.
But you
And so are we, Glenn.
you studied marketing, but you finished marketing.
Yeah, no, I have an associate's degree in marketing. Because it's only 2 years, and I just figured, like, God forbid nursing doesn't work out for me, like I fail out or something, at least I would have a backup plan.
But I think with your passion and your drive, I'm pretty sure you'll make it.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. It's hard, especially with online, like with labs and stuff, because that's kind of a setting where
true.
you need to be in person.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
I feel that's like relatable.
Especially you, right, Glenn? Your internship is literally just watching YouTube videos.
Oh my God, oh damn. Okay. That is so bad. That's so unfortunate. I feel like so like right now I don't have any like real work experience except for like I guess like
Family
freelancing here
favors.
and there.
Family
Family
favors.
favors, yeah. So like it's very unfortunate, this pandemic, and like I'm hoping it's gonna be over soon, right? So like although I guess hope for the best, prepare for the worst, I guess.
And so she has a degree, she's still studying, and she's working as well. So this one person is better than 7 of us combined.
Yes.
Yep.
How do you manage the time?
I will not dispute
No
that.
doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
That is
How do you manage your
indisputable.
time anyway? It's like you're a time lord. How do you manage your time?
Oh my gosh. I'm not the person to ask. Like, I stay up until 4 a.m. So
These guys as well, Stella.
Natasha, you have a friend.
Hey, Natasha, you have a friend.
Natasha used to be even worse, staying up until like 6 a.m.
You all called me a vampire. Come on.
You
what the hell,
weren't.
you guys?
No. It got so bad that you're not even a vampire. You just went nocturnal. You became nocturnal.
Well, I think this is the air, man. I think something in where you are right now in the air fixes your sleep
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
The
It
cleaner
does,
air.
somehow.
It's like there's places like crappy air.
British
makes you do
air.
that.
Fresh British air.
Fresh British.
I doubt the air is actually cleaner there. Just saying.
I mean, she's not in like London, right? She's like in a
No,
pretty
not
pretty
London.
pretty
Yeah.
country, right? Like probably like pretty like in like equivalent to Bogor, like not Jakarta. I mean, Bogor is still
Yeah.
pretty filthy, but like still cleaner than Jakarta.
Like, have you seen her walk? Like her
I know an
pictures from the
anime
walks.
village vibes. Fucking hell, I want to live there. Like fucking Barakamon, the village from Barakamon.
Ben, you used the word fix her sleep schedule. That word is an overstatement. It's better, but it's not fixed.
No. We need to encourage
Definitely
her.
better.
She's fixing her sleep schedule.
It's a process, Dad.
It's
and
a
let me have my
process,
mental
Dad.
breakdown.
It's a process, Vika. We encourage them.
Okay, you talk about sleep schedules while you Sleep at 5?
Well,
That is irrelevant. That is irrelevant to this conversation. We're talking about Natasha, not me.
Pot meets kettle.
Anyway, Stella, stay healthy, please. Don't overwork yourself.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I try, honestly. Like, I always get sick when I do that.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
tough.
Actually, Stella, if you don't mind me asking, like how are you're in your last 1.5 years, right?
Yeah.
Are you supposed like in clinical already? Are you doing already internship at a clinical setting already?
Actually, my clinicals start this September. So I'm super excited to start that.
Ah, okay. So I actually started. How does your
Really cool.
how does your school handle like those lab sessions? Like just
Like-
purely online or any mix? Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Like right now.
Yeah.
So my lab is actually a bit of a joke. It's a pre-recorded lecture, so we don't even have like real-time Zoom. It's just pre-recorded.
oh,
And it's literally just a screen-recorded PowerPoint slide of the instructor talking over the PowerPoint. So
Whoa.
it's
Alright.
that's
I hope you get discounts for your tuition fee because that's really not fair.
yeah.
I agree.
yeah, I wish, but no.
In the perfect world.
Honestly, that's like no different from just watching a YouTube video.
Exactly.
Actually, YouTube videos might even be more helpful, but like, I don't know.
Like YouTube videos, you can go to comments, right?
True.
It sucks because I think they started to figure out that people like, use the fast forward button, and he got rid of that. So now I have to watch like 2 hours just straight.
Why?
No, that's just evil.
I don't get the rationale. Why? I mean, I watch all my classes in 2 times speed too. Well, why remove the button? My God. Okay. All right.
That's
I mean, if it
evil.
works, it works. Everyone's different.
I think you're okay. You're administrators, man. Weird.
That's
Is that
just
like- is
pure
that-
evil.
Is it from the administrator, or is it like a decision by your lecturers, or is it an administrative decision?
Yeah, I think it's the instructor because he's definitely a character.
Oh boy.
Oh.
One of
Tell
those
us more
types.
about your instructor.
Yeah. All right. Tell us.
I hate this man's like.
Step forward. I like it.
So I'm like doing well in all of my classes except his, and so I emailed him. I'm like, look, like I saw the grade. I know I didn't do too hot on the test. Can you maybe like let me know which questions I got wrong so I can study those different topics? And he basically said, like, I can't tell you what you got wrong because those answers could be leaked. So basically, I don't know what areas I'm struggling in because I don't, like, have a physical copy of the test where, like, he can mark the questions that you got wrong or right.
Oh, that's weird. You don't even get your
That's-
test back.
That is
That's
so
not
weird.
fair.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, yeah.
It's definitely made it harder to study because I'm like, well, I have no idea what areas I got wrong. So he's definitely, like, unhelpful.
That is so weird. I
Yeah,
got
what
triggered
the
just
hell?
listening to that.
Would you like? I actually have a lecturer like that. Would you like to hear about him? This one actually has a pretty happy ending. Would you like to hear about that?
Oh my God,
sure,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so it's a similar lecture. I guess like the way my class is set up is different, but like we don't have like classes. I mean, we have classes, but like every class is like one test, big test. Every other week or so. We have finals every other week or so. But like this one lecturer, his material, he's giving us, no joke, like he's giving us masters and what's after
Doctorate?
masters again? Doctorate and masters and doctorate level like material to undergraduates. Like no, and like his because like it was his own research, and like he proudly advertised the fact that you are lucky to be taught like we might
He's
be
just
lucky
flexing.
if we can understand any of the material, and then he gets pissed at us for not understanding any of the material, but like. Oh, you're supposed to get this. You're supposed to have already read this material before the. What's the point of going to class? Okay, that's besides the point. The happy ending here, and like that too. Like if we ask questions, if I ask questions, I don't understand this part of your lecture, specifically this part XYZ, right? He just gets annoyed physically. Like, you can hear his voice and it gets knobby, you're supposed to know that already. If you need to take your studies more seriously, whatever. He would tell us, okay, I guess it's a different thing, but like, but the good news is my entire batch, my entire batch. So like we complained to the administrators, and he got banned from teaching undergraduates.
Whoa!
Oh wow!
I hope your one lecturer gets the same fate. Actually, you're technically undergraduate. I'm not like mistaken here, right? You are actually an undergraduate nurse. That's the correct term, right? Is that the correct term?
I'm honestly not even sure.
Because you take undergraduate as a like nurse, general nurse, and then you take specialization into pediatric nurse, pediatric nurse.
I knew what you meant. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, if the system is actually the same, they're here. They're in.
Yeah. Hopefully that lecture of yours meets the same fate.
So let's talk about hobbies, I guess. What are you into?
So I actually play a bunch of games. If you can, well, I don't know if you can see my profile picture, but it's Diva from Overwatch. That's basically my favorite game at the moment.
Jer, you can play with her, Jer.
I used to play, but I don't know what's the meta now. It's been like a year or two since I last touched Overwatch, so I don't know how much has changed. And I probably lost my Blizzard account along the way, so...
Oh no!
Yeah. It's just gone.
I think the anniversary event is coming up. So if you wanted to get back into it, now would be the time.
Perhaps.
So yeah, I like gaming. I really like baking a lot. Like cupcakes, making cupcakes is one of my favorite things.
Oh.
Glenn, relate.
Glenn.
Baking.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Glenn's right now an apprentice in a baking and patisserie.
Not really. It's just I'm helping out my mom. She's making cakes for a living.
And your mom runs a baking and patisserie, Glenn.
Well, not really. I mean, sure, I guess it's a household thing, but since like the pandemic, we can't go out. I'm not allowed to even like go look for a job, and everyone else like already has a job. Oh, so like my parents were like, okay, it's all right. You just need to wait out the pandemic until like you can like go around and interview people.
You know what? Just enjoy your time as a freeloader while you still can.
Oh my god, I feel so bad though.
Yeah, I mean, like you said,
You're too nice.
being paid as little as you are, but freeloading gives you more net value than if you actually were independent.
Yeah.
It's like it's something like I guess it's a feeling that I struggle with, especially now. Like what you call it? Well, hopefully it's going to an end. I can see people getting vaccines and stuff. So, hope for the best.
Actually, speaking of which, how's the vaccination efforts there, Stella? Have you been vaccinated actually? As a nursing student, like, are you a priority?
So, because I'm not actually doing clinicals where I'm in contact with people, I am unfortunately not a priority. Those students have already gotten vaccinated. Bunch of the nurses and doctors in hospitals have gotten vaccinated, but me, just a student online, I'm not considered a priority, unfortunately. But yeah, vaccines here, it's not great. It's also not horrible. They have prioritized like the elderly population, pregnant women, and people who just have like underlying health stuff. So it's a little hard to get vaccines here. You probably have to drive a bit to a different area to get them. Like I know a bunch of people have driven like an hour or two to go to the next like town to get them because where I am, they're not as readily available.
Do you buy them or do you like does it get distributed to you?
So normally your doctor's office gets them distributed and then through there, that's like where you get your vaccine.
Oh, okay. Because like here you have like those, what you call it? It's distributed by the government. You can't buy it yet, at least. Although I heard that there were some hospitals already getting hold of some vaccines for sale. But it's still going to be quite a while, I think. Yeah.
More questions, Glenn?
Yeah, you see, you're leading. Come on.
Yeah, you seem to have quite a lot of questions.
Come on, man. Come on.
You're leading.
Jerry, yeah.
You're leading.
Okay, all right. Okay,
I
Jerry,
don't have
go.
any questions because like I've been to America. Well, not to New York, but then like not the East Coast, mostly in the West Coast, and yeah, mostly the West Coast though.
And how did you like it there?
I kind of liked it, especially Seattle. Seattle's nice. Seattle's really nice, and also that's also where my cousin lives. So yeah.
Didn't you have a question? Like in the group chat, I think you mentioned a question.
Oh yeah.
You guys had questions.
Oh yeah. This is just a totally like a oddball question, but I've heard a lot of people like, especially in New York, say that the commute there is just terrible. Is it actually true or is it just an over exaggeration?
So I don't actually live in the city part. I live a little further away from that, but when I have visited the city, yeah, the traffic is horrendous. If you are driving a car, you might as well just walk at that point.
Really?
So, yeah, most people use the subway.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, is it really that bad? Like, does it take like 2-3 hours to actually commute from point A to point B or something?
I'd say LA is definitely worse than New York City, but it can definitely get congested at times. Like the taxi drivers are crazy. Like, have you ever been in like? Oh wait, you said you haven't been in New York.
I have never been in America.
None of us have
I've never been outside of Asia.
Yeah,
Same.
I've never been to the East
outside of Asia,
Coast.
me too.
I've just been to the West Coast.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, some of the taxi drivers have actually, like, run over people before.
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Yeah.
I think like
wow.
substitute taxi for like Angkot, man.
Oh,
Angkot
yeah.
is like a taxi
True.
here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we also have taxis, FYI.
But our taxis don't run people over.
The taxis there have no chill.
At least it's not as meme. It's not as common, right? Angkot drivers drive people over more than taxi drivers.
True. That is true.
And then they would like just suddenly stop in front of your car without
exactly.
any signs.
God damn.
Oh yeah, for context, Stella, Angkot is kind of like a sort of like a public transportation here in Indonesia.
It's basically
What
a
is it
van.
called?
It's a van.
It's
It's
called
a
Angkot.
van with no AC.
Angkot.
It's a van that acts like a motorcycle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they take a van and then they cut a hole in the door, right? So like the door is way open. They have like these. They cleared out the inner seats and they made what do you call it? Like side seats, I guess, like seats going to the side wall. So it looks like a bus inside, but it's a van.
Imagine buses, but without dedicated routes.
And then they just drive everywhere.
They just
want.
drive like crazy.
Here, I'll send the image.
Oh yeah, that's faster.
Yeah, that's fast.
I think that's the faster and better than what they are.
When you said
It
no
looks-
door, I was
There.
just like imagining a UPS truck or something. Oh!
No, it's worse.
Even worse.
It's worse than a UPS truck. It's worse.
That's not
Imagine
a
people
UPS.
driving without a license. Like, they're that bad.
I mean, half of them probably don't have licenses.
Yeah.
The half is still too optimistic. 80% of them probably don't have license.
Those vehicles are at least 20 years old. They puff up like really black smoke.
Some people remove the carburetor though, purposely remove the carburetor for the smoke.
Oh my god, I don't get that.
For the meaty explosions you get every time you accelerate.
That one.
And the windows are so hard to open. Like,
Yeah.
you need your inner force.
With your inner chi.
Oh, actually, fun fact, Stella. These things, right? They're so old that like being in one, the carbon monoxide poisoning by being in one for too long is such a concern that is actually taught to us, like medical students.
Wait,
Oh
seriously?
my god.
Seriously,
Wait,
I just got that.
Seriously?
Wow.
As in, like, if you're okay, you can see, we were just discussing about like carbon monoxide poisoning, right? And I was like, oh, if you've been in one of these for too long, you start with like you're getting woozy, you're getting like hard to focus. Yeah, that's why. So and like, so if a patient ever comes to you with these symptoms and like they commute a lot, you might want to check their carbon monoxide levels.
Oh shit! I ride it every day when
That
oh,
explains a lot.
Do you feel woozy? Do you feel?
I mean,
Just stick your head out
It
of the
makes
window.
me feel sleepy every time
sometimes.
I use
I mean,
one.
you're healthy and young, so you should be fine, right?
I think if when
Okay,
riding
that's
that,
good.
I feel
That's
oozy because
good.
of the smells, not because of the like
yes.
the smell.
You
The smell
you
of
mean the
sweat
armpit?
and blood and tears, I guess.
And the blood and tears. That probably literally blood too, somewhere along the line.
This is one of the reasons why you don't like take a walk in our city. You'll either
Yes.
die from the smoke or from a car accident.
Or you get mugged, you know.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
does New York have sidewalks?
They do.
They do.
They do.
They do.
What?
Wait, they do, right?
Oh.
Stella, they do, right? We're not. They do.
do.
They actually do, right? We're not high, right?
Yeah, we have sidewalks.
No, but
There we go.
the thing is,
Damn, Glenn, you're
sidewalks
dumb.
here is like they're
Here
even
it's
used for
not pedestrian
Yeah.
friendly.
sidewalks are even used for
Those
motorcycles.
motorcycles.
Yeah, usually
Yep.
motorcycles
I know,
end up
right?
in sidewalks.
So what, you just have to like take your chances on the road?
Yeah, sorta.
Every step is a
Well,
challenge.
better
we
the
should
sidewalk
try.
than the road still, but
You know,
like
we could try.
Every step is life and death.
Yeah.
Sidewalks are taken over by motorcycles, and remember, these angkot act like motorcycles. So
I actually
yeah.
saw one ride like the sidewalk near like my place where like I go to like campus. There's like the sidewalk is pretty big there, all right? Like it's used for like what you call it, students, right? To commute here and there. But then like there's usually motorcycles too there. But then
Wait,
there's
which
this one
building
guy,
though? The new one or the old one?
The what? The old one. It's near the old one. It is near the old one where like there's a bus stop, if you know.
Oh,
Like
that
this
one.
guy just like ramps up the sidewalk.
Nice.
I don't get it.
That's a pro driving skill right there.
for the listeners, I'll be posting the image of this cursed angkot in our Instagram.
Yeah, this will be our episode's thumbnail. Make it the thumbnail, Adhika. This is the thumbnail.
Thumbnail, yeah.
Hashtag no context. No context. The fuck.
My friend Stella, and then the picture is just an angkot.
Totally unrelated, but you know.
I'm not gonna do that.
Actually, what's the cost of commuting through subway there? Like, as in, like, say per day, how much do you spend on like transportation? Since like you live outside, right? On the outskirts, or like literally outside of New York, like outside the bounds, or just outskirts of New York.
So I actually live closer to Niagara Falls.
That's pretty far. That is pretty
Yeah.
far. Okay.
It's like 6 hours to drive, but about like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours depending to fly there. So it's really not that far to like fly.
Fly.
You have to fly.
Yeah, fly.
You actually have to fly.
Sometimes I forget the scale of the U.S. Like, it's so big.
It's huge.
Don't say it.
Dude, almost an hour flight I can reach Bangka.
I know, right?
No? Oh yeah,
You can go
actually.
to Singapore.
Literally
Singapore.
cross oceans.
Wait, so it's near Niagara Falls. That means you're near Canada.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably like 20-30 minutes away from the Canadian border.
Whoa.
Oh, you're actually
Oh,
closer to
nice.
Canada than
Really
freaking New
close.
York.
You should just,
Canada,
you should
yeah.
just scooch over there just a bit,
Oh my. Did you ever feel like you wanted to like move to another country, or like are you like very comfortable in where you are right now?
Because all of us want to move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when Donald Trump first got elected, everyone was like, all right, that's it, we're moving to Canada.
Oh my god, seriously?
Oh, I remember
those
that.
times.
I remember that. The memes are great.
It reached here, don't worry.
Well, you survived.
Did I, though? Or, like, I remember, like, the presidential debate was so embarrassing. Everyone here was just like, I hope
I watched that.
no one
I watched
watches
it,
that.
and it's-
Watch
oh
that.
man, I feel bad for the
Oh,
Americans.
no.
Even international dudes are like, no. It is
Yeah, even us as like people who aren't even in the US is like, oh, is this like we're just like, why would you do
I
this?
feel the
I
embarrassment.
can't even begin to imagine how you guys feel.
It
Oh,
really
this
comes down
is
to
so
Presidential
memes.
debate?
embarrassing.
Versus Hillary or versus Biden? Because I don't follow these.
You don't follow the memes, Glenn?
I don't follow the memes.
The memes are great.
The memes are great, man.
Do it for the memes.
Oh.
Then educate us, Ben.
I think Stella would be a better first-person source, right?
First
I
person
mean,
source.
a more first-person source than I would.
Alright,
What am I
Stella, the
educating
stage
on?
is yours.
Wait, what am I educating on?
Oh my god.
The presidential debate.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I just remember, like, watching it in disbelief. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they're, like, saying this stuff on television where everyone can watch that. And then I remember, like, texting my friends, and we're all like, did you see that? They're like, yeah, like, I remember because I actually have a bunch of cousins from Israel, and I remember they were texting me, and they're like, this must be so embarrassing for you. And I was like, oh yeah, believe me, I'm mortified.
Is this the Biden one or Hillary one?
It was Trump versus Biden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like what an example of what they said?
Oh, I tried to erase it from my memory.
It's that bad. Apparently, it's that bad.
Like, I think it's funny, but it's definitely concerning that was our country.
Well, I mean, I guess it's getting better. Is Trump still in office? Actually,
No, Trump
I
is
don't
no
know.
longer in office. Now Biden is
Biden's
still in
already.
office.
He got impeached, right?
Trump, yeah.
So Biden is in, like, right now, but honestly, it's more Kamala that's running the country.
okay.
How did we get from hobbies to this? Like,
I know. Right?
I don't know.
It's called conversations, man. It's called conversations. That's how conversations work.
This is a sign of a good conversation.
Yes, I think I have a question.
Huh?
I think I have a question.
Me?
Yeah.
Question. Yeah, I guess.
come on, don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You were very
No,
enthusiastic about this.
I'm just actually meant to ask, like, have you ever been in an NBA game before, like, live?
Me?
That's your question?
That's your question?
That's your question.
That's like one of my dreams. I actually wanted to watch one match live, at least.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
So I'm actually very uninterested in sports.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oopsie.
Oh my god.
But you're a gamer, it's fine.
Yeah, except for esports.
Yeah. Gamers rule.
Yeah, that's the only acceptable sport.
Yeah, it's nice. You don't have to like go out there, exert too much energy. get sweaty. Well, I mean, you
Wait,
do that while gaming,
you
but
exert
still.
energy playing games, which tilts
In
you.
a different way. In a different
Yeah,
way.
if it tilts you. If it tilts you.
Do you
As if
play
you ever
anything
played
else
like
except for
FPS games
aside
or
from
League.
Overwatch, like League of Legends?
Yeah, League of Legends.
Yeah, so I sort of played League of Legends. I remember the intro tutorial was way too long and I got bored. That took me like 2 hours. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. I
And
feel you.
yeah, no, I need someone to tutor me in League of Legends because I was so confused the first time I played it. Like, I didn't know that your, like, money or whatever, it, like, resets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, what the heck? Where did all my stuff go?
You gotta get used to it. It's pretty complicated, but once you've got the feeling of it, like, I think I've been playing these games for like 5 years, 6 years.
Oh my god.
And I'm not even good at this game.
Do you listen to KDA?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
He loves
God, I
them.
love
He
that.
loves them.
You don't need to be a League player for that.
I think KDA
KDA
already
was like a fucking-
transcends the gaming community
I
already.
bought the KDA Akali
Yeah.
skin.
Oh my
Big
God.
fan of Akali.
Oh my goodness.
Jeebus.
Yeah.
It's like so weird though. It's like what you call it? American news always reaches here and like always makes trending, right? Even though like we have nothing to do with them, right?
No
Like-
contacts, you mean?
Not
no
really,
context either.
because we get affected the economy.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah. What happens in
It's
US,
to the
like,
point
revolves
where
around-
like some of my friends know more about the the presidential elections and what the goings on of what's going on there versus our own presidential elections, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
mood.
true.
That's actually true.
That's actually
That's
true.
me. That's me. No joke.
Because it's fun watching Trump make a fool of himself, I guess.
I feel that.
Yeah, that is. Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Can't deny that.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
I mean, it's fair. Like
drama.
he was a reality show host, right? So he knows how to appeal to the masses. All right. Okay. Let's say. Wait, but you don't actually live in New York, right? Huh? Okay. Let's just see like if you can actually answer this or not. If you don't think you can, then like yeah, okay. Since like you don't live in actual New York, I'm planning to like okay. Ideally, I'm going to take like my masters in the U.S. I'm gonna like apply for the tests, and hopefully my scores are good enough to apply to a hospital, like a university hospital in New York. But like to that end, I would like to know. I heard that the living costs in New York are abysmal. Is that true? How abysmal are they?
Like in the city, yeah, you basically can't really live there unless you're like a lawyer or something. It's very expensive. But like the outer like borough parts, those are like cheaper and people tend to like live there and then kind of like commute to the city.
But how long is the commute then?
I don't think it's that long. I think it's maybe like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
That's it. Yeah.
That's quick.
That's the regular commute. Like that's like the same commute from me. Like to my current university as well. Okay, that's not too bad. All right.
Not bad.
Yeah, like
How about
30
the
to 45
tuitions?
minutes.
Because like I heard the tuitions there were very expensive compared to
Oh,
like,
yeah.
everywhere else.
True.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Actually, if you don't mind us asking, how much is your tuition? Because like I have a reference for my tuition. Like the nursing students, I know like how much they pay. I'm curious, how much do you pay?
So I actually go to like a community college at the moment before I transfer to a university just because it's cheaper that way. So I think the average cost for 4 years for community college, I think it's like 25 to 30 grand.
That's pretty expensive in our
that's pretty
standards.
That is pretty expensive.
Especially when it's converted to like our currency. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like,
to be fair, we
yeah.
have much lower, minimum wages. Like,
Oh no, actually, that is pretty comparable to private medical. I mean, like I don't know about nursing, but like private medical courses is actually pretty on par. It's actually more expensive. Actually,
it's more
yeah,
expensive,
medicine
should be.
is more expensive. Private for the private one, medicine at least. But like for nursing, I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess like that just puts it just put into perspective, because like here I got into like a public university, right? So a lot which gets a lot of subsidies. So my tuition is actually really cheap. Like it's like my tuition is actually really cheap because like I got lucky and like I got into a public university which had like a lot of government subsidies and like investments and stuff. Yeah, okay, that is expensive. Yeah, that is very expensive.
So are you
Still
changing your
planning to
mind
go
now,
to
Ben?
New York, yeah?
I mean, I have to support my parents. Why not, right? I'm gonna leech from my parents as much as I can.
Well, also, like
Really?
being a nurse in New York is harder than any other state.
Really? Is it like what makes it hard? Like what makes it hard?
I believe like the test itself. Like I know that if you become a nurse in New York, you can be a nurse anywhere within the United States. But let's say you are a nurse in like Montana or something. If you want to move to New York, you have to like retake the test.
Oh. Yeah, that's like big. Yeah, okay. I think we get the feel for that. Just the standard isn't like in New York. Yeah, I guess like good luck. Good luck. I guess that's all I can say. I guess like okay. Anyone else? Questions? What's your favorite? Okay, you're not baking, right? Do you just like what do you bake actually? Cookies or
Cupcakes.
Like what
Cupcakes.
cookies? Cupcakes? Oh, cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Like,
Cookies are honestly so hard.
I bake cookies. It's not that hard.
No, I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like burn the chocolate chips, but yeah, I mainly just stick to cupcakes.
Oh, what cupcakes do you make? Like, what sort of cupcakes do you make?
So I
I'm gonna take notes.
I like hate chocolate, so I either do like vanilla or red velvet. I know red velvet's like chocolate,
Ooh.
but to me it
Red
tastes
velvet.
different.
Send us the recipes.
Yeah.
Send us pictures.
I will. I haven't baked in a while, because I've been so busy, and then like as it gets warmer, it obviously like here like it gets harder because the oven is hot. But my oven's actually broken at the moment, so I haven't been able to bake anything.
All right, you use electric, right? Electric or gas for baking?
I have a gas stove oven situation.
Oh, you actually use gas. What's broken actually? Like, does it not turn on, or is not heating up correctly?
So, yeah, it doesn't heat up correctly, and then it makes beeping noises throughout the day, and it's actually really funny because I remember I was playing Overwatch, and I guess my mic is super strong, and people were like, "What's that clown horn in the background?" I was like, "Don't mind that, it's just my oven."
Anyone else has a question? You don't have to force it. We're like
Sorry, Adhika.
almost an hour in.
We understand. I guess like since your oven is broken right now, have you considered trying those recipes for no bake cakes?
Are those like the mixes that you put in the microwave?
Basically. Also like
Either microwave or like using a pan and steam it, I guess. I know this cake recipe where you can just steam it. I don't know the English. Do you guys know bolu kukus?
I know.
Like sponge cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean steam?
It's steamed cake.
Steamed cake.
Steam cake.
Steamed cake.
Steam cakes.
Steam cake. Yeah.
Sponge cake?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sponge cake. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it
Steamed
sponge cake?
Steamed
Yeah,
sponge cake.
yeah, sponge cake. It's a sponge cake. Yeah.
So like what my mom makes, one of her things at least is like one of these like no bake cheesecakes. It's basically it's cookies as base. I mean, I guess you have to bake the cookies, but then you can use like whatever cookies you find, and then you like make this cheesecake mix basically that you don't bake, but you just like pour in after you mix it and like let it set in the refrigerator. It's great.
So you just pour cheesecake mix on a cookie and set it in the refrigerator?
Well, not a cookie. It's a cookie sort of like crushed, right?
A
so like
cookie
it
base.
makes a base. Yeah, it's a base. Yeah. So like that does not need. Although like she has like transitioned to like making those like brownie bases. So like make like a brownie, like a one whole big brownie thing, and then like you sort of like cut it up in layers, or like making a layer cake, and then use that as a base, like have it on a box where like you put that there, and then like put like the cheesecake like mix on top.
The last time I did that, the cheesecake was too much, and I had this fake layer of cheesecake. Oh yeah, not very good.
Also, I think a recipe without baking is tiramisu, which is like you sort of just buy these store-bought, we call them lady fingers. It's like long cookies. You sort of dip them in
Oh
like
yeah. I know what
coffee,
you're talking about.
Dip them in coffee, and like you make this like batter, or a mix with like cream cheese and like heavy cream. And we use Baileys. That's like liquor.
Delicious.
Like yeah, you put that in a bit, so like it tastes of alcohol, and then like top it off with powdered chocolate, and you have
You're
bake
making me
tiramisu.
hungry.
Yeah,
Send me recipes, Glenn.
you can find it online. It's really easy. I guess I just look it up and try it.
Is that the Ladyfingers Babish's recipe?
No, the ladyfingers we just buy from the stores.
No, as in like, is it,
No, as in like
okay,
the
sure.
recipe. Is it from binging with Babish?
Is it Babish's recipe for tiramisu? I think.
I mean, I've never tried making binging with Babish's recipes, because like we just use store-bought ladyfingers, right? They
Sure.
come in packages. You can just
No, I'm talking about
dip them in
I'm talking about the
coffee.
tiramisu, the actual tiramisu.
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then never mind.
Not too sure what you're referring to.
I'm not too sure what I'm referring to anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So those are things you can try without ovens. Just mixing things
Well,
together.
also, and if no one has questions, maybe we can turn it around.
Oh yeah, maybe you have questions
Yeah,
for
you
us.
can you can ask us
you can
questions.
ask
Maybe you have
us,
questions, things you haven't asked Dika yet.
Let's see. What kind of music is popular over there?
K-pop.
K-pop. Definitely K-pop.
Actually, if you ask what local music, we don't know. We don't really listen to local music.
We don't listen to local music.
I listen to local music.
Well, you.
Okay,
It's
explain.
It's
Rafi.
mostly indie. It's mostly indie songs here.
The only local music I
either
listen to
indie-
is Java Jazz. But that's not even local.
Java jazz. That's fusion.
It's fusion, yeah.
Yeah, so it's either indie or K-pop. It's just those
Yeah.
those two.
Or jazz, I guess. Jazz, you can count it.
Jazz?
Jazz? Like Indonesian jazz, yeah. That's actually a genre. Indonesian jazz. So like yeah, I know a couple of people who play like Indonesian jazz. I guess like the most local I listen to is like Avatar: The Legend of Aang OSTs, because apparently they use gamelans. So like that's local, right?
Oh my god,
I
Avatar.
guess. Question mark? Perhaps.
So yeah, apparently the Avatar Legend of Aang like crew, the music crew use gamelans, which are like a local instrument for their OSTs, and that's the most local I get.
And of course, US pop songs.
Actually, no,
Western pop songs in general.
I For me, like I actually am full weeb, so I don't listen to just pop songs anymore.
Yes, me too.
I listen to K-pop and J-pop these days.
Don't even get me
That's how true.
started with K-pop.
Is it actually very popular there too?
I have like a huge collection.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Yes.
So which
Any
group do you listen
favorites?
to then?
So if I were to tell you every band I listen to, it would literally be like a 20-foot list. Like I have a playlist on Spotify and it's 24 hours long of all of my favorite
Holy shit.
K-pop songs.
Wow!
I think it's faster to link us in the link then actually.
24 hours, damn.
24 hours is.
How do you?
I like how
so
everyone
much?
I like how everyone is like, oh, I listen to weep music, oh, I listen to K-pop me. I just listen to game OSTs. I'm
I think
weird.
a full K-pop
I like that
album
too.
usually it takes like an hour and a half.
My longest
total
K-pop album is only 3 hours and 50 minutes. That's it.
That's a total album.
The only
That's-
K-pop groups I know, and this is because of my little sister, is
What, Twice?
Is Twice,
Twice.
Blackpink, and BTS.
Oh,
You know
Those are
KDA.
solid.
KDA isn't a fake K-pop. I mean,
KDA is a K-pop band. I'm sorry, KDA is a K-pop. Okay, Stella, what's your opinion on this? Is KDA a K-pop band? A K-pop
It's a
group?
mix.
It's a mix.
I
Is
mean,
KDA a K-pop group?
I
It's a
wouldn't
mix.
necessarily consider them K-pop. They're like a
yeah.
Two men.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I am outvoted. Fuck.
Yeah, but I prefer KDA over True Damage, for sure.
I mean, True Damage is not K-pop, right? That's for sure. But like
What's
K-
K-pop?
KDA.
What do you mean? I
True
know.
Damage. True Damage is not
Damage is
K-pop.
not
Is there
K-pop.
hip-hop?
Because
Hip-hop.
they're not
There's some K-pop
like
singers
Madison
in there, but-
Beer is not K-pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True
exactly.
Damage is hip-hop. True Damage is
But
hip-hop.
Akali is still K-pop. Akali is always K-pop.
Akali is, and also who's the blonde girl again? I forgot. Ari, yeah.
Ari, yeah, for sure. But Ari doesn't have. Ari is not in True Damage. It's only in
Dika,
KDA.
do you feel left out? I feel left out.
I
Come
know
on, man.
nothing.
Can like
I know, right? High five,
can
Dika.
like an
We
artist
finally
not
have
dabble
something
in
in
two different genres? It's like can an artist not dabble in, like in two different genres, man? Like yeah, that's just like one person dabbling in two different genres. Doesn't exactly make KD not a K-pop.
Jerry?
Okay. I
Jerry?
will. Okay.
This is what I feel like when you guys weeb, right?
Oh, okay, I understand you more now, Dika. Okay, yeah, okay. High five, Dika. We share. Okay, yeah. Okay, I understand your pain now.
The more you know.
Okay, so what's your top 5? What's your top 5 group then? I'm curious.
So I'm gonna be basic and say BTS, but I've actually stanned them since their debut. So I've loved them for a really long time.
Okay.
So we got BTS. I guess maybe Blackpink is my favorite girl group, and then
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I like TXT a lot. Have you heard of them?
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
They're under the same company as BTS. They're kind of like the baby
big
BTS.
Yeah, big hit company.
And I really love ITZY. They just had their comeback.
Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
It is great. It is great.
Oh my god, I love
The new
those.
song, like in the morning, is oh my god.
Yes, the Mafia song is so good. I actually pre-ordered their album. I can't wait for it to come in the mail.
Damn.
Nice.
And then for the fifth one, I don't know. It's maybe like a tie. I do like Twice a lot. I also like Enhypen. Have you heard of them?
And Hypen, they just debuted like last year, right?
Yeah,
they're
they
new.
actually
From the-
just
from the
released a new
island.
album too.
Yeah, I listened to
It's
their
comeback season.
like, first album. Yeah, it's comeback season. Also-
No, it is. BTS is releasing their new English song Butter. I think, what is it, the 21st of May, maybe? And then TXT, May 31st is their comeback.
But Enhypen, I followed there since the beginning of their journey in Ireland. Damn. They're very cool. I can say that at least. They're like very young, but They tried
No, they're
hard
so
in life.
young.
Yeah.
I felt like a cougar listening to them because one of the members is like 15.
I was like, when I was watching them, I was like questioning myself, what am I doing at this age?
I know, right? I feel so old and useless.
I'm 21 and I'm not a K-pop star.
I'm 21 and I'm not a celebrity. Oh my god, I failed my life. I failed at life.
No, I feel stupid sometimes because I collect those photo cards, which is just like laminated cardboard. And sometimes I pay like $20 for that. I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
We are part of the problem.
I have friends who collect those too.
It's just like satisfying having it in a binder.
Ah, yeah, that one. Like,
You wake up
you just have
and look
their
at
entire
them.
collection, all that. Like, the pride, oh man.
The only
Yes.
photo card I have is Sana's. No other.
The only photo card I have is
Is Sana
Jenny
your
and Lisa's.
bias?
Yeah, it's in the back of my phone. Sana's picture.
oh my god.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently people actually trade these around for profit.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
they buy the whole pack and then they like separate the components and like sell them like individually.
Oh yeah, people make so much money doing that.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
really? I might actually start buying them now.
Oh
Actually.
my
Yeah.
god.
You do that and you're a businessman. Stonks.
Hell yeah, stock market. To photo card market.
Stonks.
Time to flip the flipping cards. It's like fake trading cards, man.
Yeah, they're basically like Pokemon cards.
Trading cards, basically, yeah.
But for
Trading
K-pop,
Yeah, I mean like trading cards. Yeah, trading cards.
Ooh. Okay, I'm looking these up. I'm getting myself cultured.
are you looking up
Wow.
questions?
Glad is becoming a businessman. Let's go.
No. I'm looking the music videos up, not the
Trading cards.
Thought you're looking for the
Yeah.
albums and then you're trying to do some
No.
and then
That's bad.
The album ones aren't worth as much as like the DVDs or like the special package ones.
Yeah, Glenn. Stop
Photo
playing the
cards
SAP
is
art market. You need to start playing the K-pop photo card market.
Next thing you know, we see Glenn in like 1 year later, like collecting all these photo cards.
And then like I don't
reselling
sell,
them.
like collecting but not to sell.
I mean, if he's collecting, then I think it's for his sister.
Imagine
Probably,
Glenn like actually
True.
selling those stuffs and the only one buying is like his sister.
Oh my god. It's like
I wanna buy. Yeah, buy it from me.
it's like oh, I'd feel so bad.
Like family discount. So I give you a 300% markup instead of 400%.
Oh.
Wait, who's your favorite ITZY member?
Ryujin.
Ryujin.
For sure.
Yeji.
What? Yeji?
Ryujin, for
Yeji.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeji for.
I like Yeji and Yuna the best.
I like Ryujin and Cheryong.
I'm either Ryujin or Lia.
I like everyone.
Everyone.
It's impossible to just pick one.
I love your guys' accent.
Thanks.
Accent?
Really?
Yeah, like
Really?
when you said like
Basically broken
the
Do we-
English accent.
It's
when you said their names, you guys said them like fancy.
ooh, fancy.
You.
Fancy.
No. Oh, god damn.
It's so weird because like we don't feel like we have an accent.
I mean, like
I don't think we have an accent, like-
our entire lives, we've been told that we have no accent, right? But like
I think our accent is a mix, of everything. That's
I
why
know,
it
right?
sounds special.
You make me feel special.
Oh, god damn it.
What would you compare our accents to? Like is it American or is it
British?
No, we're far away.
Of course not. I don't want to be Harry Potter.
What's wrong being Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Anyways, yeah, the Glenn's question.
What?
what would you compare our accents to? Like,
I mean, it's like pretty American. There's like certain words, like, wait, what are the words that I told you that you say funny?
Father, hoodie, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
McDonald's?
I think only you say McDonald's. Just saying. I think only you say McDonald's, Dika.
I think only you say McDonald's.
You say McDonald's.
MacD. It's
McDonald's.
MacD.
And we say that when we're speaking Indonesian. We don't say that when we speak English. When we speak English, we say McDonald's. When we speak Indonesian, it's like
McDonald's.
McD.
Indonesian, we call it MacD.
Yeah, I guess it
We
carries
call
over.
it Mickey D's here.
Oh.
Mickey D's? Really?
Mickey
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, I thought that was like a.
Mickey
I
D's.
thought that was like a country thing, like a South thing, not a New York thing. Okay.
Oh god, I just thought of something. Like if we say that in Indonesian, like that's that's offensive.
Really?
Wait, what?
Mickey D?
Mickey D? Mickey D?
Mickey D?
It sounds like Mackie D.
Oh.
What's
That's
that?
you.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Okay, I get
I think
it.
that's just you, Rafi.
No,
What
you
is
don't know what
that?
Mackie is.
Wait,
I don't.
tell me.
I know what it is.
Mackie is
Mickey Suka.
Yes.
Mickey Suka.
What?
Mickey is
Suka melihat suka. The suka.
no Mickey is no Mickey is that.
Yeah. You can't, yeah. But it's fine.
You guys will need to clear this up after the recording. I'm still not.
No, it's
So
fine.
many
It's
times
fine,
lost
Dika. You
too.
can cut it. You can cut it a bit, right? Right.
Is it that bad?
No.
No.
Okay then, it's in.
We are teaching the language.
Of our people.
Our people.
This is a cross-cultural event.
Oh my god.
You know, by
Cultural exchange.
by talking to Dika, you won't learn the curses.
Yeah, Dika's too nice.
Dika will
Honestly,
never curse. Dika will
Honestly,
never
he's
curse.
I don't know how he does it. I think he's like part angel or something. Dika,
He's
are
the
you part
only one
angel?
in this day and age who says
No, he's not an
fudge.
angel.
No, Dika's definitely not an angel. He's more of a devil than an angel.
Oh, really?
A devil
really?
who doesn't curse.
Oh, really?
A
Prove it.
devil who tries to be an angel, to be exact.
Oh,
Whoa,
really?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
a
whoa,
fallen
whoa, whoa, whoa.
angel.
There's a backstory here. I know what they're talking about. Fuck you, JS. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what you're referencing.
I guess we have the same minds.
TMT, Dika's TMT, man.
Yeah.
I still don't get what
Don't
you're
worry.
talking about.
It's good that you don't get it. Do not become as deep as us. We are too deep in this shit.
I don't get it. Is this weird?
Good. This is weeb.
Glenn,
okay.
you have failed the Weeb Nation, Glenn.
No, man, I'm not a weeb, man. Okay, come on.
You are weeb. You're just like
That's like the fifth time you've said that, but doesn't prove you right.
Like, within this community of ours.
Glenn. If
I'm not a
we
weeb.
insist Dika is a weeb, then you're a weeb.
Yeah.
If
You're
Dika
even
is a
more
weeb,
of a weeb.
if Dika is a weeb, which you agree to, you are also a weeb.
But I'm
The
not a
only,
Weeb.
the only
He's
part.
silenced. He's silenced.
First of all, Glenn, you put a lot of JoJo references everywhere.
I am not a weeb. I'm an anime enjoyer.
That's not all weebs say. That's not all.
That's like a slur for weeb, Glenn. Hey, that's a slur. Anime enjoyer is a slur for weeb. Okay, I feel offended.
Be offended. Oh, all right,
That's sus. Glenn is sus.
all right, Dika. Are we wrapping this up?
Okay.
Any more questions for us? I
Or
guess.
any more questions?
Yeah, any more questions?
Yeah, more questions. It's okay. Dika can handle 2 hours plus.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he has handled worse. Don't worry.
Like anything you're curious about.
Or I was talking to him and he said that like you guys like relationships there is like very different than relationships here.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, surely.
Very different.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
Ask Rafi. Rafi's the expert.
Oh yeah, Rafi.
Okay, Rafi, go.
Rafi.
This is your
time to
ballpark.
shine, my boy.
Time to shine.
Wait. I need to know the context on how's the relationship going there, you know?
So here, I guess like PDA is pretty normal, like, holding hands and kissing, and sometimes like the guy will like kind of slap the girl's butt.
Wow.
Okay, it's okay. Go on.
Go on.
It's very publicized on social media. You know, hanging out with friends, like everyone knows they're together. Yeah, like a lot of people, it's just very out in the open that they're in a relationship, and PDA is pretty common.
Okay, so here that's a no-no, you know, slapping a girl's butt in public. That's a no, even if it's your girlfriend or your wife.
Most likely your girlfriend will end up slapping you or something.
Mm-hmm.
You won't have a house to go home to if you slap your girl's butt.
Yep.
At least not in public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait.
JS?
Yeah, I mean, do it privately, man. Get a room.
Wait a
Jess, is
minute.
there something you're telling us?
Hold up.
JS, is this a confession?
Wait a minute. Hold up. I just got that.
Is there something you're not telling us, Jess? It's fine. This is a safe space. This is a safe
Not in
space.
public, right? Yeah.
Wait a
It's a
minute.
safe
Okay,
space.
what the fuck, dude?
This is a safe space, Jess. Go on. It's fine.
No.
What the
Go
fuck,
on, my boy
man?
Rafi. Go on.
So yeah, holding hands is fine. Holding your partner's waist is fine. But no kissing. Kissing is a no-no as well. People will like look at you very weird and just whisper, "Look at them kissing. So uncultured." And I think like most of the couples here don't live together.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Here it's so
Yeah.
common.
Yeah.
Until they're married, I guess.
Yeah, here you can only live together if you're married.
Not only, but like, you know, it's not like a legal requirement, right?
Yeah, it's not a legal requirement. Like
It's more
there
of
are
a
no
social
laws.
requirement.
Yeah.
It's a social requirement, more a social expectation requirement. You won't be outright shamed out of your community. People live together, like they kumpul kebo. So male female cohabitation is called kumpul kebo, or translated is like the gathering of cows.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, the gathering of buffaloes. That's like male-female cohabitation, the gathering of buffaloes. But like you can do that, like even like in the rural as fuck villages, and like, okay, not rural as fuck, but you know, pretty modern ranges, and like you won't get automatic. That's like not an automatic social pariah status. It's discouraged, but like it's not automatic social pariah. If I remember correctly, I don't know.
It's pretty. You can get. Like there are cases where like at least in the outside of like the city.
In Jogja, it's very common in Jogja too.
You can get like publicly shamed for actually, you know, even like sleeping together, I guess, like not even like, yeah, just living together and you're not married, right? It's like it's a big no.
But like, what if you're married and then you live together and
that's
you
fine,
realize
that's
that
That's fine.
I mean,
that's
it's
fine.
really hard if you
No,
don't.
wait. I wasn't done.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was gonna ask, like, what if you realize that, like, living with that person is hell on earth? Like, what do you do in that situation? Because
You get a divorce.
You get a divorce.
Not exactly. I mean,
Exactly.
I guess you can adjust and like get used to it, because like I'm a firm believer that love is not a feeling, it is a commitment. It's hard work and it's effort from both sides. So if you really love your partner, love your partner, you will do what you can to like adjust and make it work out.
Yeah, it's all about adjusting and making it work.
Take it or leave it. It's like you have to work on it, something like that.
I imagine though, if you're rich enough, you might actually live in two separate houses. What's the difference between that and like sleeping on two different beds because you have different back requirements because their backs are just different, right?
My mom and dad just sleeps in different bed just because my dad wants to. But they're fine.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
but they're
Actually,
fine.
Japanese people do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
Like,
they even
sleeping
sleep in different rooms.
What's the difference between living in different houses and sleeping in different beds? If it's what's required for the relationship to prosper, if it's what's best for the people involved in the relationship, right?
This is getting
Wow.
psychological. Getting deep.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
deep.
The question is, who's credible here? Who has known someone in such relationship, such a marriage, where like they don't?
I think we don't
like-
know anyone rich. I don't think we don't know anyone rich enough to buy two houses and have them live separately.
I think at least what you call it, in terms of divorces or whatever, it's way less common here, at least because
Yeah, I've never seen like someone here divorced. Actually, I don't
Are
know
you
anyone. I don't.
I
Why?
personally don't know anyone.
My aunt is divorced
Who's divorced?
because her
I've
husband
had a
cheated.
family member who's divorced.
Whoa,
I can relate.
asshole.
Same, like family members divorced too.
Oh, also, divorce is pretty rare because in Indonesia, I think because people are like very religious sometimes. So since most religions like doesn't allow divorce unless like certain conditions like cheating and all that, so it's like pretty rare.
Actually, I'm actually look this up. I'm curious. Why do I don't I think the divorce rate is higher here than I think. I don't know.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw this in like a vlog, so like, secondhand knowledge, but in the US, divorces are actually very common.
Yes. About 50% of marriages here end in divorce.
50%!
50%.
So there's always
That's
a 50-50 chance.
huge.
Okay, damn, yeah, that's actually...
Even
It's
though
like
they
toss-
live together,
That's pretty huge.
That's like tossing
During
a
the
coin.
relationship.
That's like tossing a coin and then just guessing if it's head or tails. Literally.
Yeah, I
Like, I
feel
don't
like
know
most
why,
of my
but-
friends, their parents are separated. Honestly, I think that's like so common here.
Wow, okay.
I don't know why, but I think in the country we live in, usually we live up to the social standards. So there's a lot to think when you're trying to do something or
They
Yeah.
even have
Trying to
like
act-
marriage training before you actually get married.
What? Oh yeah, actually yeah. At
Yeah.
least like my church does that. Like you have to get like I mean if you want to be blessed by the church, you have to go through like a course.
Wait, hold on. We go to the same church. Does
I
that
know,
mean-
yeah. Oh yeah, so we're referring to the same thing. Okay.
we go to the same church.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We, all four of us, I think,
Sometimes I
maybe.
forget
Yeah.
you all have religion. Okay.
I take it as an offense.
No problem. I mean it as both an offense and a compliment.
Nice.
Wait, what? I mean,
No,
none
but yeah,
taken.
I feel like the way we live here is more of a social standard. Like you don't immediately it's like, oh, I don't like my husband, and then I want to go divorce. They usually have like a lot of thinking. What will others look like? Like look at me if I get a divorce.
You
Like
kind of have to
Face.
think about like the
Yeah, they
social,
kind of-
The
I guess
social
it's face.
consequences.
social effects and all.
I guess it's also like possible that just divorce is just like doesn't have as much consequence. Maybe if divorce had as much consequence there as as much damage to the person's face. When I say face, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Face, quote unquote face.
Yeah.
Reputation.
Yeah, okay.
reputation.
So like maybe if culturally divorce in the US has as much damage to the person's face as it does here, like I guess here in China, and like here, I don't know, maybe divorce won't be as common because like what Jace is saying is that like what Jace is saying is that like people here are more adherent towards social standards. But then, like, we're working with different social standards, if my is correct. So, like, I don't think that's exactly comparable. Because, like, if the social standards is actually to be divorced, then being divorced is actually up toward the social standard.
Well, it's just here is socially unacceptable for you to actually be divorced, or at least it's looked down upon, right?
I don't know. I feel like
PDA
people would
also.
just be more likely to cheat if they can't get out.
Damn.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but they
That's
don't
actually
work on
true.
I mean, I guess you can either work on it or like walk out.
Or wait for the next life.
Whoa.
You need to convert for that. You need to convert for that, man.
Till death do us part, right?
Dika sounds like a reaper now.
Till death do us part figure.
I'm guessing maybe it's also because in America, relationship somehow becomes more of a casual thing, while here we take it more seriously.
Oh yeah,
Well, I
people
guess it's just a
definitely
social
date
thing.
very casually here.
Oh, what about the one night stands? I don't think we have those in I don't know.
You'd be
We
surprised.
do.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
We do.
I know.
You'd be very
I know.
surprised.
You just don't know horny people. I know a lot of horny people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, honestly here, like, if you want to be in a serious relationship, it's honestly kind of rare because most people here just want to, like, play around and have friends with benefits or one night
Enjoy
stand.
life, basically.
I feel like a lot of people get scared with commitment at this age.
Hell yes.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like basically, I feel like a lot of people, they have other motives, and so it's kind of hard to find someone who genuinely wants to be in a committed relationship and who doesn't cheat and who doesn't only want to, like, have sex. Like, sex is kind of it's kind of expected here.
Here, if there are cases where, like, if you get found out by, like, sort of like your I guess the people around you, you can not only get shunned, but you can actually get reported and get sent to jail
Arrested.
for
Go
it.
to jail.
There's-
Yep.
It's
Like the people here are so nosy. Like even if you live together, they'll just oh, look at them, they live together. Just
I
get
don't
them.
think
I don't know.
the main problem is going to jail. It's the social media effect.
but going to jail has a part in it. Like it's so weird that like premarital marriage can actually get you to jail here.
Premarital sex.
marriage?
Premarital sex.
Yeah, why am I?
Wow,
I'm
that's
high.
That's a new
I was
term.
thinking.
You are extremely high.
I was like,
Talking
wait,
about-
how
I
does
was
that
thinking so hard on those words. Premarital marriage.
You're like, what does
Okay,
it
I'm
mean?
starting to get drunk apparently.
You always are, Glenn. You always
You're
are.
always drunk, man. You're always drunk.
Yeah, but like
whether
that's
with or without alcohol.
that I think is a thing that I think it's. I mean, it's definitely concerning because people actually get their lives ruined and the careers ruined just because like dad like maybe
They
like
go to
one night
jail.
stand or something.
Sucks to be them. Sucks to be us.
But I guess we don't really have too much issues. Okay, I'm not married, but like we don't seem to have too much issues
Neither are we, Glenn.
with
So are we.
cheating, seemingly at least in the outside, because like we don't see anyone really divorced or like we barely know anyone who's divorced. I barely know anyone who's divorced.
Okay, so I found divorce rates for the US and for Indonesia in 2019. In the US, it's 6.5 crude 6.5 per thousand, and adjusted is 2.4 per year, 2.4 per thousand. So 2.4 per thousand people, right?
How about Indonesia?
Indonesia, it's this is give me a second. It's okay. Indonesia, it's 21%. Can someone convert that? It's 22% of all Muslim marriages in 2019.
Seriously, that's pretty high.
I told you, divorce is much more common than you think. Cause
We're probably very sheltered.
Because lately, like I've been working with my lecturers, right? And they process data, and like part of the data is usually like marriage status, and like a surprising amount are divorced. I was not expecting that much divorce rates, like in the population that my professors study.
Whoa, okay.
We're very sheltered.
We are very sheltered then.
No, it's fine. I only found out because of money anyway, so
Okay.
Wait, so it's more than than we expected. But
It's more than you expect. But it's also probably less than what I have in mind.
But like compared to America, still much less.
I mean, still not much. I don't think it's much. 50%.
I think it's just a small difference.
Okay, let's compare to the other countries though, because like comparing to if you're talking about comparing, like we can't really compare about only 2 countries, right?
Listen, but I heard numbers and my brain stopped working, so I'm asking for the TLDR version.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's say like let's compare to like I don't know what's a similar country to Indonesia.
India.
Philippines.
Philippines. All right. Philippines.
Malaysia, definitely.
Malaysia.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Malaysia. Actually, Malaysia.
Philippines, Malaysia. Yeah, just take either one.
I'm looking them up
Oh,
right
Malaysia.
now.
What Philippines is not majority Muslim though.
Yeah, Malaysia. That's why.
Malaysia
might be one,
is double Indonesia.
Whoa, what?
And it's actually the crude is only 0.1 more less than the US.
Huh.
Libya has like 40% more than the US. Jordan has like also double the US too.
Wait, we're getting out of topic.
Yeah, we're getting out of topic.
My point is divorce is much more common than you think, guys. I mean, probably not as common as I make it out to be, but it's much more common than you think.
Yeah.
And we're just sheltered. Yeah.
We are very sheltered, apparently.
Okay. I have a postulate, but I'm gonna postulate after we stop recording.
You guys don't have any more questions, do you?
No, our questions are satiated.
Future
wrap this
Adhika
up?
thanks you. Stella, would you like to say anything to the listeners?
Like what?
Anything?
Anything at all.
Anything really. Even
Anything.
like
A send off, maybe a send off or something. Yeah.
Anyone
Lurking at
could be
random-
listening to this.
Tell them to play Overwatch.
Yeah, play Overwatch. If anyone plays Overwatch, add me on Discord. I'd love to make new Overwatch friends.
I was expecting something more motivational, but alright. That works.
That is motivational. What are you talking about?
that is motivating
Motivation
people
to get
play
more
Overwatch.
friends.
Yeah, exactly, Dika. Come on, man.
That's motivation to get more friends, man.
Gamers, let's go. Gamers
Thank you
in
very
the
much,
chat.
of course, for the listeners
Thank you.
for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, listening. Thank you,
you.
listeners.
Kamsahamnida.
Shit, I said listening.
Thanks for letting me be a guest. It was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You too.
Stella.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Johnny.
Saraba.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I'll put links to the music in the show notes. And as always, if you want to share your story, just say hi, or even be our guest, you can reach us on Instagram at NotOurPodcast, on Twitter at NotOurPodcast1, that's the number 1, or you can email us on nop.progress@gmail.com. That's nop.progras@gmail.com. I'll also list it in the show notes below. And if you like this podcast, you can share it with your friends. I would be very grateful for that. Thank you and have a great life.